the future of moon mining technology.
Ever think about the future? All of the exciting new technology, the terrifying wonder of humanity.
You know, there are many exciting career opportunities out in space.
Seems like everybody has jet these days. Have you thought about how you might get that paid? Opportunities waiting for you out in space. There's lots of jobs on the moon. You could pay off those student loans. You won't keep pushing the balloon. You could be a president or CEO. Out space, fortunes every day. Out space, explore the frontier. Out space, things are probably fine. Out space, new boat gold rush. Out space, the end of history. Out space, freedom is alive. Out space, the answers that you need are out space. You don't wanna stay down here on the earth. Radiation in the air and the dirt. Microplastics in the drinking water. Commies brainwashing our entrepreneurs.
You can travel to space, meet new people, see the stars, experience life, and get paid the whole time. Yes, that's what you get when you sign an indefinite term work contract with Moonrock, the industry leader in moon mining operations.
Listen, nobody's perfect, right? You can change anything that you like about yourself. Moving to the moon could help you.
You want to see a free movie, kid?
It's about space. Make your mom proud every day. Just sign, I wouldn't lead you astray. You can even own your own place. Find God or whatever at space. I hope you know you're gonna get laid. Infinite happiness awaits. Unconditional love at space. At space, finally control your own fate. No free handouts, it's a race. Work is freedom, no escape. Tell you what I'm told about space. It's a living to recruit the human race. Never really been up to the base. 10 sign-ups a day, out to space.
Welcome to the album. What you've just witnessed is our hero, Push, being wooed into immigrating to the moon by a smooth-talking recruiter for a lunar mining company called Moonrock. What could go wrong with that? So, he signed a contract without reading it, packed his bags, and boarded the first United Industries ship to the moon to work on the final frontier. Aboard the ship, as he looks out at the universe, he begins to contemplate the fortune, fame, and reputation he's sure to acquire as one of the first humans to boldly move to a colony out in space.
I've got a plan. I've got it all figured out. I have all the answers, and I've removed all my doubts. Move up to the moon and get myself a job. Start by sweeping floors and work my way up. With a little skill and a little bit of luck, I'll befriend a billionaire on my way to the top. I want to be king of the moon.
One small step for man, one giant leap for shareholder value.
When I was a boy, all alone in my room, lights off by the window, and I'd stare at the moon. Open on my phone, make a new profile. User 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Notifications on, comment every time. Notice me, never miss a reply. I want to be king of the moon.
A life among the stars could be yours today. $0 payment plans available.
I want to be king of the moon.
Join me. Together we can can buy and sell the galaxy.
Laugh at all of your jokes. Deny the complaints as a hoax. It's only your fault if you're broke. No one said that you could ever go home. Crush the protest in one stroke. Cut off the air to the dome. Let the slaves choke. Nobody on earth needs to know.
As long as I can be king of the moon. Your oxygen supply's been turned off because you reached your monthly limit. Turning it back on may lead to additional charges. I want to be king of the moon. Our mission to explore profitable new worlds, to boldly sell where no one has sold before. I want to be king of the moon.
Dust in my lungs, another day. cut. Little worse pay with the speed up. Can't say who to trust, get stronger. There's bars and spas all around. The clocks run slow and the clubs crack down. Take your breaks for a jewel in its crown. If you make a complaint, it'll be last sound. Backseat, cruising through the street, sees everything, eat, sleep, drink, drugs, gambling. One more union conspiracy. And after everything I do for you, clothes on your back plate, have some food, marijuana, bench, shoot a community clue. That's my thank you. That's what families do. Another day and another pay cut. Little worse pay with the speed up. Can't say who to trust, get stronger. There's bars and spas all around. The clocks run slow and the clubs crack down. Take your breaks for a jewel in its crown. If you make a complaint, it'll be last sound.
Just as Push is steeling himself to step into the street in hopes of claiming an enormous cash insurance settlement, a flyer, swept up in a moon breeze, strikes him in the face. Peeling it off, Push is struck by the advertisement printed on it, feeling his ship has finally come in. It reads, "Get rich and harness your inner potential."
Aren't you tired of being broke? You work your life away, but what you got to show? But you've got hidden potential flowing through your veins. We've just got to tap into that gravy train.
You don't need to suffer, to be in debt, to be depressed. You've got everything you need right here, inside you. You just need to harness that inner potential, and we're here to help.
Sell us
Red oil,
sell us your blood, sell us
liquid gold,
sell us your blood, sell us
squeeze out those profits,
sell us your blood, sell us
unleash your life force.
sell us your blood, sell us
At Blood Moon Incorporated,
your blood, sell us
can surf the red wave,
your blood, sell us
suck out that serum,
your blood, sell us
get you a plasma payday.
your blood. It's your life, you gotta take the reins. There's red oil in those veins. All you need to wins inside yourself. Don't be afraid to give a little more than everyone else. Time to work, dig deep, get rich, roll up your sleeves. Feel that wealth flow through you back you haven't seen.
I don't know. Is it safe to sell this much blood? It's gonna go to people who need it, right? How much does this pay? Are you even a real doctor? Listen, I'll tell you this, son. No one ever got rich asking questions.
Sell us tired, depressed, ugly, beta. Why hoard all that good valuable blood when it could be in the veins of a real winner, helping to grow the lunar economy? I'm Dr. J.P. DeQuark, Blood Moon and Associates Incorporated. And remember, good blood is wasted on the poor.
Maybe I sold too much blood today, or my air's getting cut off, I can't afford to pay. But I think I'm starting to hallucinate, cause everything around me's starting to dance. That's weird. Who needs friends with products like these? No need to pretend with products like these. Gadgets, gizmos, trinkets, I'm my best friends, yeah. Contraptions, utensils, widgets, I'm my best friends, yeah. Who needs friends? You say money can't buy happiness, but what about my happy lab? Checkmate. Why waste my money on a window when I have a projector for that? Look at the stars. Throw another log on the live stream fire and listen to the rain on the wire. 10-hour loop. I never believed in love until I bought my Jerk-O-Matic. Who needs friends with products like these? No need to pretend with products like these. Gadgets, gizmos, trinkets, I'm my best friends, yeah. Contraptions, utensils, widgets, I'm my best friends, yeah. Who needs friends? Nice moves, toaster. Toothbrush, looking good. Where's paste tonight? Who needs friends? Good to see you. Mandatory broadcast system. You've got some nerve showing up here. Oxygen supply vent. Who needs friends? Food rehydrator. Have you tried quiche? Just add water. Not now, Jerk-O-Matic. Don't look at me with those bedroom eyes. So what if the soil's dead and the water's toxic sludge?
For a low, low price you can stay alive. We get record profits and you get to survive. There's no reason to fight. It only makes good sense to raise the price. Ship cruising through the stars, float or capsize, hand in hand. Our needs are so similar, makes it easy to supply demand. More for me, insert myself and take a cut. Burn the bridge, there's nowhere left for you to run. Salt the earth, but save a little just for me. Come crawling back, I own the cage, you rent the key. For a low, low price you can stay alive. We get record profits and you get to survive. There's no reason to fight. It only makes good sense to raise the price. You're gonna work hard for me. You're gonna build something great for me and possibly humanity. I'm only gonna own it. You can think of me as your friend. Upon my shoulders the weight of the world can rest. That's why I cried on CNN, so you know I have emotions. We're building the future. Selfish, I'm only
profit.
No.
We're building the future. I don't want to hear your complaints. You should feel so lucky to save the human race. Entitled and selfish, I'm only doing this for you. If I happen to get rich, it trickles down to you.
Thank you, everybody, for gathering here today for the unveiling of our new artificial superintelligence. Let's ask the burning question we're all dying to answer. Lisa, how can we solve humanity's social problems?
Humanity's social problems stem from hierarchical power arrangements such as capitalism, colonialism, white supremacy, and heteropatriarchy. By redistributing resources and power, eliminating debt, profiteering, and private land ownership, recognizing that all humans are equal members of one interdependent family, protecting ecosystems and future generations, and working together to build a just and flourishing sustainable society.
Okay, well, that's obviously broken.
We're building the future. I don't want to hear your complaints. You should feel so lucky to save the human race. Entitled and selfish, I'm only doing this for you. If I happen to get rich, it trickles down like
Well, it looks like Push and the other miners are starting to realize that the real struggle they face on the moon is the class struggle between them, the owner, and the cops who protect the owner. Fortunately, lots of dedicated organizers have been laying the groundwork for a moon revolution for years. Push just had to realize which side he's on. And while nobody wants to fight, it looks like the owner isn't willing to give up his power.
Don't you know who built this town? Raised these cities from the ground. All me, keeping order, cracking down. You'd all be in caves right now without me. All me. So you wanna burn it down? I'll show you flames and smoke you out. You get to breathe because of me. Send the cops to circle around and blow your little houses down. You'll see the worst of me. Flash of gunpowder, the striker is like burning incense to go on. Industries rise with the power of my mind, and they'll crumble when I'm gone. Flashbangs fired at the crowd like lightning is an iron fist in a velvet glove. I don't have any reason left to play nice. Look what you made me become. Taking people from the sounds. ourselves. On me. So you wanna save us all? Take our chances in the stars. Snake oil to stop a meteor. Run work camps up on Mars. Well, I've got a better idea. What if you go first and we eject the rich into space? Since you wanna be a star into space, I promise me remember who you were. Do something useful for once. Strap yourself into a rocket flight straight into the sun. Sell the fixes to your faults. It's not a crisis you would waste. Put rainbows on surveillance drones for the wars that you create. We're all wise to your little game. Go find a bigger fool. Maybe you should look out in space, where no one can hear you scare. Out in space, so many shiny rocks you can't extract. Use your savior complex for once and save us from yourself. Go fly straight into the sun. I'm not listening to any more of your bullshit. It's time to go. Save it for ET or whatever you encounter in the endless cold. You'll be happier without us draining your profits for survival. You'll be the richest person for millions of light years, all alone.
You can't do this to me. I own this whole place. I own your houses, the media, the city. I own you. Yeah, just get in the airlock.
When I get out of here, I'm gonna have you all turned into rocket fuel. Do you hear me?
Don't worry, you're gonna have a better life out in space.
Don't you know who built this town?
Well, there he goes. In reality, what we want is transformative justice, but hey, it's an album. We deserve a little treat, you know what I'm saying? Now, we all know power loves a vacuum. Fortunately, organizers on the moon have been preparing for this moment and know that power can be decentralized and distributed across communities instead of concentrated in one person's stupid hands. Now they can start to build the world they want to see.
Everything we have, we built together. Everything they have, they stole from us. Now they try to say it can't get better, but you'd have to be a fool to show a wage thief trust. They seem to have forgotten who does all the work. Let's remind them who has the real power. All we have is each other. We are all we have. Time to build something better. None of us will leave this alone. to starve us out, make us break every trick they know to steal your pay. Tell you that's the way it has to be. Fight the fascist power, get police brutality. We don't need them, we never did. We're going to build a system we can all live in. All we have is each other. We are going for time to build something better. None of us can do this alone. One more invention, one more rocket ship, one tap to deliver, then your problems are fixed. AI that can help you optimize your whole life, so you can compete better and deserve to survive. I can't believe rich people would lie to make money. The answers aren't out in space. The answers aren't out in space. No shining skyscrapers, no cities in space. This system can't clean up the mess that it made. But then who will save us, if not technology? We all get to create the world we want to see. The only thing that we all have is each other. The answers aren't out in space. The answers aren't out in space.